There certainly is a link between ankylosing spondylitis and inflammatory bowel disease, and this study shows it. They were able to look at 78 patients who already had IBD, and when looking at the imaging of these patients, they could see that 28.2% of them actually showed signs of sacroiliitis, which is a hallmark of ankylosing spondylitis. And even though some of these patients didn't actually already show symptoms of AS, unfortunately, you could probably predict that this might come further down the line for them. This study is kind of just confirming what I see a lot of when I work online with my clients. So most of them come to me with AS, and when they tell me all the information about what they're suffering with, yes, I'd see the AS pains, usually higher than this, but for this person, it was a 5 out of 10 for general AS pains. However, when we go into the other issues, I'd tend to see at least some level of stomach pain, and sometimes, as in this case, it's 8 out of 10, which is actually much higher than the AS they listed, even though they came to me with the AS issue. And I've experienced this firsthand because back in the day, like here, I'd have horrendous AS pains and can't walk or hobbling on painkillers. But I'd also have a lot of stomach pains and digestive issues, but they were never really high on the list because obviously not moving feels worse than stomach issues. If you've got IBD, this just sounds like more problems you've got to deal with, but luckily the root cause of these issues is likely the same thing at the gut level. And you can start working on these things with big changes to lifestyle, looking at diet, looking at supplementation. I've got loads of info on this on my page.